An arrest warrant was issued for Rose McGowan in connection to a drug charge. We have details.
House of Cards is ending. Now spin-offs are in early talks at Netflix after fallout from Kevin Spacey's sexual misconduct allegations.
Drew Scott and Emma Slater take a tumble. Why the judges were fooled and more haunting performances on our Dancing with the Stars recap.
Selena Gomez and The Weeknd may have split, but we'll tell you why she was all smiles following news of the breakup.
Plus, Farrah Abraham says she was fired from MTV's Teen Mom OG for being an adult entertainer. We'll tell you how it happened.
And all the single ladies, listen up. S.W.A.T heartthrob Shemar Moore is on the lookout for that special someone.
When you least expect it, she's going to show up out of the blue. And she really said this, when you least expect it, she's going to show up out of the blue and she's going to bite you on the tush.
Good morning, Facebook Live and People.com. Lots to get to today, but first, happy Halloween, everybody! Kind of spooky in here. No, spookier than normal, though. In honor of all the candy, pumpkins, and costumes, we want to know what's your favorite thing about Halloween. It's our Facebook question of the day. Let us know your answers in the comments below. But first, here's what you need to know and what's trending today. Rose McGowan in the news again today, this time for an arrest warrant issued to the actress for felony possession of a controlled substance. The warrant was issued on February 1st, according to the Associated Press. Police launched an investigation after they allegedly found traces of narcotics in personal belongings left behind on a United flight arriving at the Washington Dulles International Airport back on January 20th. A police spokesman told Deadline that investigators believed the personal belongings were McGowan's. The 44-year-old actress, who has accused Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein in recent weeks of sexually assaulting her, claimed in this tweet on Monday that the warrant was part of a conspiracy to silence her. It is not clear when the actress became aware of the warrant. McGowan is one of more than 50 women who have come forward to accuse Weinstein of sexual misconduct or assault. Now watch this.
The American people don't know what's best for them. I do. I know exactly what they need.
Entertainment Weekly has confirmed that the hit Netflix show House of Cards may be getting the Game of Thrones treatment. EW confirms multiple ideas are in the early stages of development for a possible spin-off, including one centered around Emmy nominee Michael Kelly's character, Doug Stamper, aka the world's most loyal employee. This news comes on the heels of EW reporting that the Netflix original series was set to conclude after its upcoming 6th and final season. The busy day of House of Cards news follows allegations about the show's star, Kevin Spacey. Star Trek actor Anthony Rapp claiming in an interview that when he was 14 and Spacey was 26, the actor made unwanted sexual advances towards Rapp. Late Sunday night, Spacey issued a public apology and used the statement to come out as gay. Netflix and producer Media Rights Capital released a statement Monday regarding Spacey and the hit series, saying in part they were, quote, deeply troubled by last night's news concerning Kevin Spacey, and revealed they'd be meeting with the cast and crew to ensure a, quote, safe and supported space. Spacey was not working on set at the time. The 6th and final season of House of Cards will premiere in 2018. How much fun. How is Selena Gomez holding up following news of her split from The Weeknd? Well, apparently pretty great. Gomez was all smiles during a neighborhood bike ride with a friend while blasting her new song Wolves in the background, as seen on her Instagram story on Monday. Kind of dangerous. Wear a helmet. All right, she can be seen pedaling past young fans playing at a local school as many of them run after her to get a chance to say hello. Eventually, the pop star did hop off her bike to meet and greet the students, even posing for some selfies. That same day, multiple sources confirmed to People exclusively that Gomez and The Weeknd ended their relationship after 10 months of dating. The Weeknd and Gomez first became linked in January when they were spotted sharing a kiss while out on a romantic dinner date. In the months that followed, the two took their love worldwide, going on romantic trips to Italy and his hometown of Toronto, finally making their official debut as a couple at the Met Gala in May. Now, over the summer, The Weeknd supported his girlfriend after she underwent a kidney transplant due to her lupus battle, scheduling his performances around Gomez's surgery to spend more time with her. And stick around because later in the show, we're breaking down the real reasons behind the breakup, including whether Justin Bieber could have played any part in that. So stay tuned for that a little later. Teen Mom OG star Farrah Abraham says she was fired from the MTV reality show due to her, quote, adult promotions and activities. In a lengthy message posted to Facebook Monday night, the 26-year-old mother of one, who has starred in several adult videos and has a sex toy range, wrote that Viacom, the parent company of MTV, quote, let me go because as a business mogul, I act like an adult and partake in adult promotions and activities that other adults do for free or in private. I am proud of myself not giving in to be sex-shamed by Viacom Network, proud to not have a network take away financial opportunities for my goals, proud to be an advocate for a healthy sex life, safe sex, teen pregnancy prevention, and so much more while I run companies in different fields and scale them. Farrah then went on to reference the Harvey Weinstein scandal while calling herself MTV's biggest talent, writing, sad, such a phenomenal show will no longer have its biggest talent on the show because of women-hating, sex-shaming, hate crimes, selfish Weinstein company power trip behavior against a professional, hardworking, honest mother. Farrah's long Facebook rant was posted just hours after she filmed a pornographic Halloween-themed webcam show. Meanwhile, her alleged firing came on the same day as the new trailer for Teen Mom OG Season 7, where she, along with her daughter, are heavily featured. Farrah claims she's been exploited by the network. People has reached out to MTV for comment. In the December issue of Vanity Fair, red-hot couple Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez are opening up about their relationship, including the hilarious story behind their very first date, which A-Rod hilariously reveals to the mag he didn't even know was a date. Lopez says her beau was clearly nervous and chatty during that first dinner, quote, talking about his plans, about how he had just retired from baseball, about how he saw himself getting married again, and all these things you wouldn't normally talk about on a first date. I didn't know if he thought it was a date. I thought it was a date. That's her quote. A-Rod going on to give his take, saying, quote, maybe we were seeing each other at night because of her work schedule. I did not know it was a date. I went in uneasy, not knowing her situation. Well, lucky for A-Rod, J-Lo finally let it slip during the date that she was single. At that moment, things came into focus for him. He says, quote, I had to get up and go readjust my thoughts. I went to the bathroom and got enough courage to send her a text. Lopez says, I'm sitting there and he's walking back and I get a text. It says, you look sexy AF. Lopez revealed things really heated up from that moment on, literally because the fire alarm went off at the restaurant and they had to evacuate. Wow, thinking back to their conversation that night, Lopez gets a little romantic. She remembers telling him about the first time that they met 12 years earlier on a baseball diamond while she and then husband Mark Anthony threw out the first pitch of a New York Mets game. She said, quote, you don't have to say you remember if you don't, but A-Rod responded immediately, Shea Stadium during a Subway series. He clearly remembered, and the two have been together ever since. Now, guys, in the issue, the couple goes on to talk candidly about family, their business empires, and A-Rod even reveals that his girlfriend is happiest at home in pajamas, eating chocolate chip cookies with friends. Who knew? They're just like us, everyone. All right, moving on to this. LFO singer Devin Lima has been diagnosed with stage 4 adrenal cancer, this coming a week after doctors removed a tumor from his adrenal gland. Fellow LFO bandmate Brad Fischetti broke the news to fans in a YouTube post on Monday and revealed that even though Lima is home and resting, his pathology report came back confirming that he has primary adrenal cancer. Fischetti described it as a, quote, 1 in a million type of cancer, saying that it was stage 4 since it had invaded the singer's kidney, which has been removed. Fischetti went on in his post to describe Lima's plan of action moving forward, revealing that the singer plans on undergoing chemotherapy, radiation, and will take long-term medication because the doctors are concerned that, quote, there might be cancer cells present in his body. I wish we had better news to share, Fischetti said in the video. It's devastating news, but at the same time, there's nobody I know stronger than Devin Lima. No one has a stronger body, mind, or soul. If anybody can defeat this, it's Devin. I know with your prayers and your thoughts and your positive energy coming down his way, there's no doubt that he will beat it. The band, known for their 1999 hit, Summer Girls, hopes to return to touring, and Fischetti even said that returning to the stage is a, quote, motivating factor for Lima to get better quickly. Fischetti told Entertainment Weekly in July that the band's newest single, Perfect 10, was written for their fans, and that he and Lima were doing their best to carry on the legacy of their late bandmate, Rich Cronin, who died from leukemia in 2010. We're wishing Lima the best and that he has a full and speedy recovery.
Yes, definitely wish him the best. All right, let's check in with Facebook Live. It is Halloween, of course, so we're asking you, what's your favorite thing about the holiday? Pam says, love watching our grandkids dress up and go trick-or-treating. I love seeing the little kids in the costumes
So
running around the
cute,
city.
so adorable. Halloween comment, or Valerie says, I love carving pumpkins.
Okay.
I do too. It's a mess, but it's always so much fun.
I haven't done it in so long.
It's really fun.
I missed the
There's
boat
still
on this
time.
year.
Do it tonight.
I don't know if I can.
You had the
I have a
Halloween
plan. Gotta
parties.
go buy pumpkins. Okay, maybe I'll consider it.
Guys, keep the Facebook comments coming in. Let us know what you love, and we'll debate it and argue about it right here. But first, Andrea, more trending news for us.
Yes,
Star
Jeremy.
Trek.
Well, because it is Halloween, we are kicking off Star Trek today with some Halloween costumes. One young star that is very excited for tonight's festivities is former America's Got Talent winner Grace VanderWaal. She stopped by our studios on Monday and dished on where she got the inspiration for her costume.
Okay, so I was gonna be David Bowie for I was planning that for so long. But then I saw this video on YouTube by Jay Bunzy, shout out. She is amazing, and she did I saw a Betty Boop makeup tutorial, and I'm like, I hate Halloween.
Well, thank God Betty Boop rescued Halloween for you.
Every year I've had a horrible Halloween. I've never really had a good Halloween experience except when I was really, really young. But for some reason, I just feel like the Halloween gods have had mercy on me, and I feel like I just have such a good feeling about this Halloween, and I think it's gonna be so amazing.
Wow.
She's obviously very, very excited. Can't wait to see all of those pictures, Grace. All right, Hollywood hunk Shemar Moore is kicking butt, and his baby girl fans know it. Watch this.
90% of my baby girl nation love is a beautiful thing. A little bit loco, but in a good way. I don't need no drama.
You're seen as the sex symbol. Are you comfortable with that? Does it make you feel awkward? Do you embrace it fully?
I mean, look. I mean, my mother just says, I don't know what all the fuss is about. I don't know. I mean, I change the dirty drawers. It's flattering, but no, I'm not gonna walk. I'll never call myself a star. You'll never hear me say, do you know who I am? What I like to say is, I'm in Hollywood, but I refuse to be Hollywood. So, I work out to keep in shape, and I hope the ladies like what they see, but that's not what I lead with. If they think I'm brown sugar, chocolate thunder, I mean, I'm not mad at that. If it helps you get a date, I'm not mad at that.
What a world this man lives in.
I mean, who can resist that smile? Certainly not his baby girl nation, of course. So is he on or off the market? Inquiring minds want to know, so he asked. Watch.
No, I'm single right now, and what I yearn for is what I can't do by myself, and that's with a partner in crime, a significant other. So I'm excited to have my sweetheart. I'm excited to have a family. I'm excited that's the next chapter of my life. But honestly, right now, if I was dating anyone, since I started shooting S.W.A.T, my dogs miss me. I miss them.
You would have seen them.
Right. No, whatever woman would be dating me right now would leave me. She'd be like, all you think about is S.W.A.T. And right now, that's the choice I've made, because I literally have not had a day off since August 2nd. Grandmother always said, don't go trying to force it. Don't try to force a square peg in a round hole. When you least expect it, she's gonna show up out of the blue. And she really said this, when you least expect it, she's gonna show up out of the blue and she's gonna bite you on the tush.
Just bite you on the tush. Grabbing his vest. And you guys, sometimes the one thing you're looking for is maybe right in front of you. I clearly have no shame in my game. I mean, yes, this happened. But look at those abs. You are all thanking me. The thirst is real around here, okay? All right, you guys, we'll stick around because Shemar Moore tells us about his craziest fan experience later on, which involves a police investigation. All right, those are your Star Treks for today.
All right, guys, still ahead, you do not want to miss the epic couple costume that Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson are wearing this Halloween. Plus, Selena Gomez spotted with Justin Bieber just days before her split with The Weeknd goes public. What does it all mean? We've got the details, but first, oh snap!
That's Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson wearing coordinating Game of Thrones outfits. On Monday, ahead of the spooky holiday, the parents-to-be dressed up as Daenerys and Khal Drogo for a Halloween party with Tristan's Cleveland Cavaliers teammates. Pregnant Khloe Kardashian is channeling the mother of dragons for Halloween and posted a Snapchat captioning, "That's Daddy," of a shirtless photo of her NBA beau.
I love it. They went all in for that. And look at this power couple. Beyonce and Jay-Z have added yet another stellar couple costume to their Halloween tradition. Queen Bee stunned in a curly black wig, white dress shirt, black suspenders, and sunglasses to transform into the one and only Lil' Kim.
Woo-hoo.
Meanwhile, Jay-Z was influenced by his fellow Brooklyn rapper's iconic look, the notorious B.I.G., sporting a red leather jacket, white tee, sunglasses, and can't forget that cane.
They look so great. Well, Jay to the hello. That's Jennifer Lopez stepping out in New York City after shooting the new movie she stars in, Second Act. The stunning actress and singer posted a photo on Instagram captioned, "Monday at the office," not about office. J-Lo slips into an ultra chic look as she shows off her toned legs in a white skirt with a thigh-high slit. Looking fierce, J-Lo.
Selena Gomez and The Weeknd have ended their relationship after 10 months of dating, and the news has caused quite the frenzy because this past weekend, as people reported, Selena spent time with her ex, Justin Bieber. They attended church together and they grabbed breakfast at a cafe in Westlake Village, California. Of course, the interesting timing begs the question, is her spending time with the Biebs over The Weeknd the cause of Selena's breakup with The Weeknd? Yeah, not so fast. An insider says it was actually The Weeknd's tour schedule and Gomez's work obligations in New York that, quote, played a part in them getting distant, and that they've been going back and forth about the relationship for months now. The insider goes on to say, quote, "It's over for now, but the two are still in touch, and that Gomez is not back together with the Biebs." This year, it seemed as if Gomez and The Weeknd's whirlwind romance showed no signs of slowing down, with a source telling People at the time they're doing great together, he treats Selena really well, and he makes her very happy. The Weeknd even received a stamp of approval from Gomez's mother, Mandy. In May, Gomez explained why she had opted to make this relationship so public in an interview with Ryan Seacrest on his radio show. She revealed, quote, "It's really hard when I would want to spend so much time hiding things. It's too much pressure, and I think everyone gets over everything eventually. I just want to be happy. If that's me just being myself, then I don't really care." Well, I can't wait to see what happens this weekend. Okay, that's the last one.
Well, we all know Shemar Moore's baby girl fan club loves the S.W.A.T star, but Shemar has had his share of extreme fans, including one that got him caught up in a police investigation, stolen money, and identity theft. Take a look.
I want to tell my fans out there, be careful, because there are a lot of people pretending to be me and trying to take money from them. And the only thing that has any connection to money, and I'm saying this, the only thing that has anything connection to money from me is my Baby Girl campaign, which is all about raising money for charity to find a cure for multiple sclerosis. So unless it's a Baby Girl banner, I am not on there going, "Hey, Baby Girl, I see you." And what happened was detectives came to my house. This was about a year and a half, 2 years ago. Came to my house just unannounced. 3 of them sat me down in my backyard and started asking me all these questions, and I was like, what did I do? Am I going to jail? Like, long story short, they were questioning me, and they could tell by my answers that I was being set up. Somebody was pretending to be me, started using my jargon and talking to fans, saying, "I need you to donate money to help me with my orphanage in Africa."
Oh my gosh, so just totally taking advantage.
Fans were buying into it,
Yeah,
and
right.
this person stole about $700,000.
Oh my.
And I had one particular baby girl, and I don't know her name, and I wish her well, but she got a little too caught up and thought she was giving $75,000 to Shemar Moore, me, in exchange that I was going to break up with my ex-girlfriend, and we were going to be together, and I was going to provide her $700,000.
Oh, yes. Whoops, down they go. Drew Scott and Emma Slater took a bit of a tumble during Monday night's episode of Dancing with the Stars. After ending up at the bottom of the leaderboard last week, the dancing couple was determined to come back stronger than ever for Halloween night, preparing a spooky and goofy Charleston, which included lots of lifts and quick steps. Although the tumble was not part of the original plan, it was all set in a fog-filled cemetery. Slater confessing to co-host Erin Andrews, "There's a lot of fog on the floor and it kind of leaves this residue. It was artistic creativeness." Now, although the cameras caught the fall, judges Carrie Ann Inaba, Bruno, and Lynn all believed it was part of the routine's quirky charm. Carrie Ann exclaiming, "I thought it was part of the choreography. I thought it was really clever, like, oh, look at him fall." Despite the literal slip-up, Scott was especially proud of his performance, which was awarded a 27 out of 30. The Property Brothers star continued to be on cloud 9 the rest of the night, saying, "I loved it. It was so much fun. The quirkiness that we could bring to this, we just let our weirdo side out." And we loved it too.
October marks National Bullying Prevention Month, and even though October is coming to a close, bullying prevention never goes away. From reality stars to Disney stars, Hollywood's most famous faces are sharing their own experiences with us. Listen up.
I deal with bullying on a daily basis from social media. Literally, people always say stuff to me on Instagram, and you just have to remember that people who are going to comment they're obviously coming from an insecure place. When you're happy with your life and everything's cool, you're not gonna go try to put someone else down. So just remember, it's not about you, it's about them, and all you have to do is block them and delete the comments.
All throughout middle school, it was a really tough time for me. My middle school is kind of like a high school, cliques here and there, and people talking about each other here and there, and it can get to a point where it's hurtful, it's stressful, it's painful, and sometimes when you get online and you pretend to be somebody that you're not, and you say those mean and hurtful things, I think you have to think about the other person and what they might be going through and what happens behind closed doors, because I don't think people think about that before they actually write something that's going to be hurtful to that person and kind of ruin who they are as an individual as they're trying to learn who they are as themselves and growing up and just literally taking in this entire world.
I encountered, you know, a lot of people giving me hate online and on Twitter, Instagram, everything like that. And it was hurtful for me at first. I wasn't used to it, as most people wouldn't be. And I took it really personally, and it hit me hard.
One time I felt like I didn't fit in would have to be in middle school. This girl that I thought I was friends with and that a bunch of my friends were friends with was having her bat mitzvah, and she invited everyone to her bat mitzvah except for me. And when I asked her, or actually no, I didn't ask her why. Another friend of mine asked her why, and she said it was because I was on a TV show and so I was going to try and steal the spotlight. So that was kind of a bummer. I was pretty upset about that.
Yeah, the whole bullying thing, it's crazy how many ways it plays out, and it's good to, you know, to hear stars dealing with it, and it helps, I think, everyone else know how to deal with it.
All right, well, let's check back in with Facebook Live one last time. We've been asking you guys what's your favorite thing about Halloween.
All right.
Tiffany says dressing up as different characters as a family. It's so much fun.
That is fun.
Family holiday.
Yeah, Whitney says, I like eating my kids' candy. Alyssa says, watching Halloween Town, Hocus Pocus, The Addams Family, and so much more.
Okay, Holly says, my favorite thing is hanging with family and friends, plus free candy. I want to say, yeah, it's acceptable to actually eat candy at 7 a.m. like I did this morning.
Anytime.
I don't feel guilty about it, really.
Chocolate.
I'll probably have chocolate right after this as well.
Right. Yeah, me too.
And
Love it.
All day.
Is that your favorite thing?
The chocolate and candy, yeah.
Yeah, the chocolate and candy
Definitely.
for sure. I also love now, like, the Facebook memories that pop up. Like, from the past
yeah,
Halloweens.
I just saw on Facebook that I was a birdhouse a few years
Yeah,
when
you get to, like, this
big
trip down, the past Halloweens and how great they were. Then you don't have to dress up this year. It's just like, look how great it was then.
I know.
Anyway,
that's a little depressing.
Depressing, sorry. Coming up tomorrow, guys, hear from the cast of the hilarious new comedy A Bad Mom's Christmas, starring actresses Mila Kunis, Kristen Bell, and Kathryn Hahn. Plus, you don't want to miss Shemar Moore dishing on the new CBS series S.W.A.T. He's excited for it, and we are too, and Andrea's excited to possibly look at his abs some more.
All right, thanks for watching. And for now, we leave you with one last thing from Narco star Michael Stahl-David. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm Michael Stahl-David, and this is One Last Thing. The last movie I saw was The Florida Project. It's incredible. The last thing I bought was a turkey Gruyere sandwich to eat after this interview. And I was recognized last night while hanging up posters for Light of the Moon. He was like, "You're the guy from Narcos," and I was like taping posters. Like, yeah, I haven't made it yet, buddy.